Outrage, protests and politics are all escalating in the aftermath of the Hathras horror in Uttar Pradesh. After Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Rahul Gandhi were blocked by the UP police yesterday from going to Hathras from Delhi, the Congress has brought the battle to the national capital. Priyanka Gandhi, as you can see in these pictures, is currently at Delhi's Valmiki temple. She's protesting against the Yogi Adityanath government and its handling of the Hathras case. The symbolism of this protest and the venue is significant, since the 19-year-old who died in Hathras was a Dalit from the Valmiki community. Anand Patel live with me from the Valmiki Mandir in Delhi, where Priyanka Gandhi currently is. Anand, take us through the political significance of Priyanka Gandhi personally present, leading the protests, leading the big crowd there at the Valmiki temple before she proceeds to Jantar Mantar.
Well, absolutely, Shiv. Thousands of supporters of the Congress party and also, a lot of people from the Valmiki community have thronged to this Valmiki temple premises. You can see this is full of people, this place, as Priyanka Gandhi waded through the crowd to offer prayers at the Valmiki temple, which is very symbolic, as you rightly pointed out. It's politically and socially also, Shiv, it's very symbolic, very significant that Priyanka Gandhi came to this place to offer prayers at Valmiki temple. Valmiki community is the community from where this Hathras gang rape victim also belongs. So this is a show of solidarity at this prayer meeting which Priyanka Gandhi is attending right now. And of course, yes, it has a lot of importance in Uttar Pradesh politics. You see, at one point in time, the Congress party ruled Uttar Pradesh and the country as it rided on the core vote bank of the Dalits, the Muslims and the Brahmins. And once all these three drifted away from them, the Congress party finds itself nowhere. And that is the reason why Priyanka Gandhi is attaching so much importance to this particular issue. The girl belongs to a Dalit community,
yes,
and the Congress party is going all out to show solidarity with the girl. Yesterday we saw Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi marching towards Hathras, and they were stopped, heckled, pushed to ground by the UP police. So they took on the might of the Uttar Pradesh police and the Yogi government yesterday, and now they are here standing firm with the Valmiki community to send a message across to Lucknow.
The opposition appears to have been energized in a very prominent way by what happened yesterday. I want to put the politics aside for just a moment, Anand, because it appears that the Congress party, on this very rare occasion, seems to be galvanized, appears to have a plan and appears to have a method in how to keep this issue alive, because they really see an opportunity here.
Well, absolutely, they do see an opportunity here, and that is the reason why we are seeing a relentless campaign by the Congress party, particularly in the Uttar Pradesh, where stakes are very high, Shiv. Uttar Pradesh in charge, Priyanka Gandhi, who's General Secretary of the Congress Party, is leading from the front. We saw it yesterday, both Gandhi siblings marching towards Hathras, and today again Priyanka Gandhi, when the nationwide protest was announced yesterday by the Congress Party against the high-handedness of the Uttar Pradesh police, the way they tackled, heckled and lathi-charged the Congress workers who were marching peacefully towards Hathras. Today protests are taking place all across the country, in Lucknow, in the south, in West, and here in Delhi as well. So this is a prayer meeting which was organized not only by the Congress party
yes,
of the Delhi unit of the Congress party, but also the Valmiki community to which the girls belong. This is very important, Shiv. Priyanka Gandhi coming here on 2nd of October. Now this premises, Shiv, is very historic. It also has a Bapu Nivas, a building where Mahatma Gandhi used to stay. Today is 2nd of October, and Mahatma Gandhi stood for the rights of the Dalits in the country. We all know this is a historical fact. So after offering prayers at the Valmiki temple, she went straight to that Bapu Nivas, the house where Gandhi used to stay, to send out a message to the BJP.
Yes.
Remember, this is 2nd of October. Prime Minister was seen today offering prayers at Rajghat, but his government is not acting as per the ideals of Mahatma Gandhi, the ideals, for the Dalits, which Gandhi stood for. So this is a clear political message by Priyanka Gandhi on 2nd of October, holding a prayer for a Valmiki community girl who was victimized by a BJP government in Uttar Pradesh.
Just take us through what Priyanka Gandhi's plan is, Anand. She's at the Valmiki temple right now in Delhi. After this, she's going to be heading to Jantar Mantar, if I'm not mistaken. Does India Gate figure anywhere, or is that out of bounds now because of Section 144? Take us through what the plan is for today.
Yes, Shiv, what we are picking up is this program was planned, but after this, there are multiple protests which are taking place. There is protest.
Stay with me, Anand. Priyanka speaking. Let's just listen in.
उसके परिवार के साथ हो रहा है, जो पिछले 3-4 दिनों से उन पर अन्याय लादा जा रहा है, इसके खिलाफ इस देश की एक एक महिला की आवाज उठनी चाहिए, इस देश के एक एक पुरुष की आवाज उठनी चाहिए, क्योंकि इस तरह का अन्याय कि पहले जो भी उस लड़की के साथ किया गया उसको झेलते हुए भी सरकार की कोई मदद नहीं मिली, उसका परिवार एकदम अकेला महसूस कर रहा होगा अपने आप को। इसीलिए मैं आपके बीच आई जब मैंने सुना कि यहाँ आपके समाज, वाल्मीकि समाज ने उनके लिए एक प्रार्थना सभा रखी है। मैं इसलिए यहाँ आई कि आपको और उनके परिवार को कभी ये महसूस नहीं होना चाहिए कि वे अकेले हैं, कि जो उनके साथ हो रहा है उसके खिलाफ हम नहीं लड़ेंगे। हमने कल भी कहा और हम आप सबको से आग्रह करते हैं, अपनी आवाज उठाइए। मीडिया के मेरे भाई बहन यहाँ हैं, आप सरकार पर दबाव डालिए, हम राजनीतिक दबाव डालेंगे और इस देश की एक एक महिला सरकार पर नैतिक दबाव डाले। हमारी बहन के साथ न्याय होना चाहिए। हमारी देश की ये परंपरा नहीं है कि उसका परिवार, उसके पिता, उसके भाई उसकी चिता को जला नहीं पाए। ये हमारी परंपरा नहीं है, ये बहुत बड़ा अन्याय है। सूरज को के अस्त डूबने के बाद किसी के अंतिम संस्कार नहीं किए जाते। परिवार से पूछे ऐसी चीज की जाए और हम सब चुप रहें, बहुत गलत बात है। सबसे ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि आज हम प्रार्थना सभा में आए हैं, शोक मनाने आए हैं, लेकिन इससे बढ़कर हम सब यहाँ उपस्थित इसलिए हैं कि हम उस लड़की के साथ न्याय करवाएंगे, इस सरकार पर दबाव डालेंगे। जब तक न्याय नहीं होगा, आपकी बेटी के साथ, आपके उनके परिवार के साथ और आपके समाज के साथ, तब तक हम रुकेंगे नहीं। धन्यवाद।
Priyanka Gandhi there making an appeal to Congress workers, the media, the opposition over this particular issue to pile the pressure on the UP government. Large crowd there at the Valmiki Mandir in Delhi, where Priyanka Gandhi is currently sitting on a quiet protest in solidarity with the victim of the Hathras brutality. In just a moment, in a few minutes from now, she will be proceeding. Okay, more words are being said. Let's try and listen in.
मेरा हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन है, मेरा सभी से हाथ निवेदन सभी से हाथ जोड़ के निवेदन है, अपनी अपनी जगह से एक एक फुट पीछे हट जाएं और मौन धारण करने के समय मौन ही रह जाता है। महर्षि वाल्मीकि मंदिर का पवित्र प्रांगण है।
Anand Patel still with us. Anand, you were telling us about Priyanka Gandhi's plan for the rest of the day. After the Valmiki Mandir, where she is seated right now in these live pictures, where does she proceed from here, Anand?
Well, Shiv, as per the DPCC program, this was the official function for which Priyanka Gandhi was extended an invitation. There are protests taking place at the Jantar Mantar. The left parties are also sitting there. But there is also a torch yatra, a torch march, which is being taken out by the Indian Youth Congress. That will be at the India Gate. So what we are picking up is that she might also go there. But yes, there is a security protocol for Priyanka Gandhi. You need to be, having a prior permission and, from the authorities. That is not clear as of now. So she might go there, but that is not officially there from the Congress party. So this was the only program for which she was officially invited, and she has attended this. But yes, the Congress party doesn't want to stop here. Each day we are seeing the Congress party coming up with a strategy to keep the issue alive, to keep the momentum going, because, the party feels that the manner in which the family has been victimized is clearly the state government has gone beyond what it should have been doing. It should have been helping the traumatized family. That has not been done. The justice is yet to be delivered. The accused have been caught, but the justice has not been delivered. This is what the family has been saying, and this is what the Congress party is rallying for, behind the family. And you see, Shiv, very important and significant development.
Yeah.
Other political parties are also rallying behind this issue now. We saw TMC MPs making their way towards Hathras. They're also heckled and pushed down by the officials over there. We also hearing that the Shiv Sena delegation is also going to go there in Hathras. So all the political parties are galvanizing their cadres and their elected leaders to go to Hathras to raise this issue. Opposition party feels that this is a big issue they can latch upon to clearly shame the BJP and the Yogi government, particularly on this issue, because we have been seeing multiple incidents, Shiv. This is not the first time such an incident has happened. And we have seen so many incidents. We've seen the Unnao, for example.
Yes.
A BJP MLA. The manner in which he misused the authority, misused the reach he had in the government to victimize and traumatize the family of the rape victim. So clearly, the Congress party is trying to put this message across that this is not just the first time. This has been happening time and again, where Dalit families have been victimized and traumatized. That is the reason why they're getting so much support, Shiv. You can see this place full of people, and these are all people from Valmiki community. Very few Congress leaders are present, senior leaders are present, but it's mostly attended by the people from Valmiki community, to which the girl and the family belong.
This is hugely symbolic, Anand. The pictures that you're getting to us live from the Valmiki Mandir, are offset by what's happening in Hathras, which is 200 kilometers away from Delhi, where there is a complete lockdown. There's a complete blockade. Nobody's been allowed there. The Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, is under a huge amount of pressure himself. He plans to crack down on the administration and officials there. And all of this, let me remind all of our viewers, is thanks first in part to the media pressure that the agenda was set by India Today and Aaj Tak reporters like Anand, Tanushri and others who are on the ground bringing you every level of this entire saga as it has played out every single hour. So as action is taken in Uttar Pradesh, in Hathras by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and his administration, the politics is hotting up on ground zero, not in Hathras, but here in Delhi. Remember, Priyanka Gandhi, who you see on your screens right now, was yesterday on the Yamuna Expressway trying to get to Hathras. She and her brother Rahul Gandhi, who is not in these pictures, as you have no doubt noticed, were not allowed to proceed to Hathras because of restrictions, Section 144, COVID hotspot, etc., etc. But they've decided to continue their protest and to escalate it politically here in the national capital. That is what you're seeing now on your screens. And this is a quiet sit-in at the Valmiki Mandir, highly symbolic. Let's listen in. There are people like Swara Bhaskar, etc. on the ground also at Jantar Mantar. Let's listen in.
उनसे भी उनका थोड़ा अटेंशन चाहूंगी। साथियों, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका। वैसे ये एक ऐसा मुद्दा है जिसके लिए हम यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हैं, जिसमें शुक्रिया करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। यहाँ जितने भी लोग आए हैं, हम सब नागरिक होने के नाते अपनी जिम्मेदारी निभा रहे हैं। सबसे पहले कार्यक्रम शुरू करने के पहले मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगी कि थोड़ी फिजिकल डिस्टेंसिंग यानी शारीरिक दूरी हम बनाएं, थोड़ा पीछे हो जाएं। मैं मीडिया के भी साथियों से कहूंगी थोड़ा पीछे हो जाइए, थोड़ा पीछे हो जाइए। ये फ्लेक्स के सामने से भी हट जाएं। जितने भी हमारे साथी हैं दोनों जो फ्लेक्स है उनके सामने से हट जाइए। पीछे हो जाइए सभी, कारपेट से भी पीछे हो जाइए। साथियों, तमाम अलग अलग संगठन और ग्रुप्स के लोग यहाँ पे शामिल हैं। ये यही दिखाता है कि हाथरस में, बलरामपुर में, आजमगढ़ में, भारत के दूसरे हिस्सों में जो हुआ है, बुलंदशहर में और तमाम जगहों पे जो एक बीमारी फैली है, जो एक एपिडेमिक है, जो बलात्कार का एपिडेमिक हमारे देश में फैला है, खास करके उत्तर प्रदेश से जिस किस्म की घटनाएं आ रही हैं, उन हिंसक और घिनौनी घटनाओं के सामने हम सब एकजुट खड़े हैं और हम सब लड़ेंगे इस बीमारी से। सबसे पहले आज के कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करने के पहले हम अपनी एकता का एक नारा लगाएंगे। तो आवाज दो, हम एक हैं। आवाज दो, हम एक हैं। अरे यौन हिंसा नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे। यौन हिंसा नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे। यौन हिंसा नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे, नहीं सहेंगे। दोस्तों, आज के कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करने के लिए यहाँ पे जितनी भी हमारी बहनें हैं, हमारी जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, हमारी जो महिला कार्यकर्ताएं हैं, जो अलग अलग ग्रुप से आई हैं, मैं उन सबको रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि आप थोड़ा आगे आइए। अलग अलग ग्रुप से जो महिलाएं हैं, पीछे भी अगर जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, थोड़ा सा आप आगे आ जाइए।
Okay, Priyanka Gandhi has gotten up from the temple at the Valmiki temple. You can see her right there amidst the crowd. She's going to be heading towards Jantar Mantar right now. Those images you saw of actor Swara Bhaskar taking the mic and speaking to the crowd there at Jantar Mantar. That is Jantar Mantar, which is a site of protest in the national capital. And Priyanka Gandhi is going to basically be heading to the place where Swara Bhaskar and the rest of those that crowd currently is. So this is where things are headed right now. Anand Patel still with us. Anand, big crowd also at Jantar Mantar already. The protest has begun there. You've got you've got actors like Swara Bhaskar already addressing the crowd, etc. Is Priyanka Gandhi going to be joining that protest now?
Well, Shiv, I can show you the pictures right now. Priyanka Gandhi is making her way out of the temple premises. You can see her in the pictures, and massive crowd, mob following her like anything. You can see Priyanka Gandhi. She's going back to that temple, and we'll get you the pictures. You can see Priyanka Gandhi again coming back to the temple here, led by the priest at the temple. You can see Priyanka Gandhi there. She's back to that temple, and you can see she offered her prayer. She's making her way out, Shiv.
Yeah.
And it remains to be seen as to how
Anand, we're just going to come back to you. We've got your camera feed on air right now. We're not going to be moving away from it. Anand's got the best camera view there at the Valmiki Mandir, getting you Priyanka Gandhi as she leaves from there and heads towards Jantar Mantar, where India Today's Poulomi Saha is standing by. Poulomi, the protest at Jantar Mantar has already begun. We saw, people like Swara Bhaskar, etc., taking the mic, addressing the crowd there. Take us through what's happening there. Is Priyanka Gandhi expected to arrive there now?
Well, we are, of course, standing by here at Jantar Mantar, where Swara Bhaskar, Jignesh Mevani, Saurabh Bhardwaj of the Aam Aadmi Party have arrived over here. Joining me right now is Jignesh himself. Jignesh, जो हमने हाथरस में देखा, first the incident itself, जो वो नकार रहे हैं कि हुआ ही नहीं रेप. Then of course that midnight cremation, जिसको हम cremation भी नहीं कह पाएंगे क्योंकि family ही मौजूद नहीं थी. आपके क्या thoughts हैं?
मतलब कि इस प्रकार का अनडेमोक्रेटिक रवैया वो यूपी सरकार का शेयर एरोगेंस दिखाता है और मुझे लगता है इतनी घिनौनी हरकत करने के बाद अब नहीं लगता है मुझे कि योगी आदित्यनाथ को एक सेकंड के लिए भी यूपी के सीएम के तौर पे बने रहना चाहिए. थोड़ी भी शर्मिंदगी यदि इस सरकार में बची है देन योगी आदित्यनाथ मस्ट रिजाइन. ये बहुत ही वर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ अनडेमोक्रेटिक बिहेवियर है. ये किसी कीमत पर नहीं चलेगा. आज की मर्जी के उसके परिवार के उसकी माँ और बाप हाथ जोड़ रहे हैं, आपके पैर पकड़ रहे हैं, उसको जला क्या समझ के रखा है इस मुल्क के दलितों को, इस मुल्क की महिला को आपने क्या समझ के रखा है. और ये केवल एक घटना की बात नहीं, लगातार इतनी घटनाएं सामने आ रही है. मतलब यूपी हैज बिकम एब्सोल्यूट जंगल राज. और इस देश को एक सोशलिस्ट रिपब्लिक बनाना चाहते हैं या बनाना रिपब्लिक बनाना चाहते हैं, ये सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं. और जिस प्रकार का बिहेवियर डीएम और एसपी का रहा है, एक्चुअली दे हैव कमिटेड एन ऑफेंस अंडर सेक्शन 4 ऑफ एट्रोसिटीज एक्ट.
Today, the DM's behavior, yesterday, first the threat to the family which was caught on camera. Then, of course, the section 144.
They compelled the victim's family to sign convenient papers. Why? Upon whose instructions? With what motive? Who gave him the instruction to do so? Why are you forcing the victim's family, who has suffered so much, to write the papers and they have no clue about? फिर आप धमकी देते हैं कि मीडिया के लोग तो 2-4 दिन में चले जाएंगे. फिर क्या करोगे? हमारे पास ही रहना है. ये धमकी नहीं तो क्या, खुलकर पूरे देश की जनता के सामने एक डीएम धमकी दे रहा है. शर्मिंदगी नहीं उनको. और मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये केवल उनको सस्पेंड करने से नहीं चलेगा, उनके खिलाफ ऑफेंस बनता है. बतौर वकील, एज अ लॉ मेकर, एज अ लॉयर मैं कह रहा हूँ, व्हाट ही हैज डन इज नथिंग बट एन ऑफेंस. एन ऑफेंस बी रजिस्टर्ड अगेंस्ट हिम.
The DM's behavior, the UP police's behavior today, section 144 of the CRPC has been imposed in Hathras around the village. The media is not being able to go to the family.
Media is not allowed. Victim family is not allowed to approach the media. Media is not allowed to approach the victim family. Why? What do you want to cover up? You tried your best to cover up. और क्या बच्ची के साथ रेप हुआ, as a state you failed. Atrocities Act is prevention of atrocities on scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. Meaning, the main purpose of the act is to take preventive measures to ensure that no such incidents happen. So first, ये चीज का होना is the failure of the state of UP. Union of India का failure है. UP कुछ बोलते हैं, पुलिस के कुछ लोग ये कहते हैं तो ड्रामा चल रहा है. शर्म आनी चाहिए. थोड़ी भी शर्मिंदगी बची है तो इंसानियत के तौर पे यूपी के सीएम को रिजाइन कर देना चाहिए. थोड़ी भी शर्मिंदगी बची.
Which is coming in from Jignesh Mevani Shiv, saying that the UP Chief Minister now has to take responsibility for the travesty of justice that we are, of course, witnessing in Hathras, and how there seems to be an attempt to muzzle press freedom as well when they're trying to report. The media is trying to report on what is going on. The family is not being allowed to speak to the media. And today over here, Shiv, at Jantar Mantar, I'll ask my camera person Ashwini Helen to just raise his camera so you can see the crowds that have gathered over here. Young girls, small children, people from all walks of life, and of course political outfits and organizations speaking in one voice here, saying that there needs to be better regulation, better policing. Women need to feel safe in this country. What is happening in Hathras is shocking. The state of affairs is shocking, and someone needs to take responsibility. Heads need to roll, because what is being witnessed on camera cameras, on TV cameras in Hathras is extremely, extremely shameful and something that we need to, of course, take responsibility for. Shiv?
Poulomi, I want to stay with you because, you know, the pictures you have are of that protest that has erupted there at Jantar Mantar. Can you give us an idea of who else is there? It appears that there are quite a few well-known faces. There are people like Swara Bhaskar, of course, you know, the certain Aam Aadmi Party leaders, Jignesh, etc. Anyone else who's organized this particular protest? Take us through who else is there, Poulomi.
Shiv, like I said, there are various outfits who have gathered over here. There are Aam Aadmi Party leaders. There are, of course, those like Swara Bhaskar who are present over here. And then, of course, like I said, IDWA, which is, you know, the women's outfit wing, which is associated with the left party.
Yes.
They have come over here as well. I'll try and get in a word with some of the others who are present over here, prominent faces. A member of the Legislative Assembly as well, Saurabh Bhardwaj of the Aam Aadmi Party, who has in fact, you know, asked for the crowds to gather over here. We will, of course, try and speak to some of them over here who are gathered over here. Congress is also expected to join this protest in order to lend their solidarity to the voices that we're hearing from women and from people from all walks of life over here, saying that there has to be some accountability and responsibility needs to be taken for the kind of state of affairs that we're seeing in Uttar Pradesh and in other parts of the country as well when it comes to women's safety. So that is going to be extremely, extremely crucial in terms of the voices that we're hearing from the people over here. I'll try and see if we can get in a voice from some of the other people who are gathered over here, who are, of course, lending their support to the agitation. Many people from different walks of life. If you just look at the flags around me, they have gathered over here. And I'll try and speak to Aam Aadmi Party member of the Legislative Assembly, Saurabh Bhardwaj. Saurabh, what we witnessed in UP, first the rape itself, which is being denied. Then, of course, the young girl's unfortunate death, which was murder. Then, of course, the muzzling of voices in Hathras, the media, anyone who wants to meet the family. How do you see the state of affairs?
I think this question is being asked many times. Why there is so much outrage for this rape? Rapes happen every day in this country. Although no rape is a good rape. There is outrage because from the day one, when she was raped on 14th September, when her parents went to register an FIR, whether it was a SHO, whether it was a doctor who did the MLC, whether it is the doctors who are treating her, whether it is a district magistrate or the ADG, everybody is in connivance with the accused. Everybody is trying to save the accused. And today, when the girl is no more, then the district magistrate had the guts to tell the family of the victim not to talk to the media. The victim's family has been locked in their home. Their relatives cannot even talk to the victim's family. No media, no political leader is allowed an access to the victim's family. That means UP government has something very fishy. They want to hide something. The way the body was destroyed, I think it was not a cremation. It was destruction of evidence because they feared that there may be a demand for post-mortem by the board of doctors. There may be a demand by judicial inquiry. So they did not want to leave any evidence. That's why the body was destroyed.
The fact that they did not even admit to a rape in the first instance, the forensic sample collection happened 8 days. And of course they come forward and say there was no sperm found and hence it was not rape. But that's impossible if you conduct a sample collection after 8 days.
Look, this is what I am saying. When the girl's parents found a girl almost mutilated without any clothes in the field and they said, my daughter has been raped. The police registered a case under 307, that is on 19th, after 4 days. That means they did not collect the samples. Obviously, no rape can be proved after 1 day or 2 days. You know, you cannot find those samples. So, and it that the post-mortem did not confirm rape. How can a post-mortem confirm a rape? 15 days after the incident, you are doing a post-mortem and you are saying that the rape is not confirmed. This is sheer
today over there, the DM threatening the family which was caught on camera. And then of course today the section 144 of CRPC which has been imposed in the village.
Whether it is district magistrate whether it is the ADG, whether it is the SHO. Everybody is in connivance. Why? SHO has nothing to do with it. ADM has nothing to do with it. It is because the Chief Minister wants to shield the accused. That's why the administration is under pressure.
Why would the Chief Minister want to shield it?
Because the Chief Minister has soft corner for his caste, Thakurs. He has planted Thakurs at all influential positions in Uttar Pradesh. The 4 accused are from his community, the Thakur community. He will do anything to save Thakurs.
Very serious allegation over here. You're saying that the Chief Minister is personally shielding the accused.
Yes, I am on record. We conducted a survey of 39 districts in Uttar Pradesh. In 39 districts, 46 posts, DM, SSP, SP, are with Thakurs. Thakurs in Uttar Pradesh are only 6% of the population. How can Thakurs be so disproportionately in high number at all the key positions? Because Yogi enjoys personal loyalty by Thakurs.
What action do you think should be taken now? What action?
I think the only hope is that Yogi should be sacked. Because unless and until the Yogi is sacked, you will have no justice. All investigating agencies, all law enforcement agencies, all administration is under Yogi. You cannot get justice when Yogi is trying to shield the accused.
All right, thank you so much for speaking with us. So that is the word which is coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party, saying the Chief Minister now needs to take accountability, needs to take responsibility for what happened in Hathras and the sort of sequence of events that we're seeing playing since that very tragic incident, Shiv, that happened on September 14 in the fields of Bulgari village in Hathras.
No, one has to wait and see how long these protests will continue. Is this going to be another big inflection point against the UP government, or will it fritter away, is a question that perhaps